Rightio, so this is currently what we're using for a tripod, and we're happy with the bottom part. That worked really well, but this has got to go. And so please go to Big W and get me a $39 tripod. I priced them yesterday. That's Big W. Catch the bus to Big W, right? Then buy the tripod from Big W, $39 tripod, and then return it back to the Club Alarm HQ where it's required. Now, that is an example of a video job. I'm going to upload that now, and then I'll get back to filming this wonderful engineering tutorial. So this is science, technology, engineering and maths, STEM. I've rolled it all up into one and combined it with little do-it-yourself projects which really don't require too many tools, but to get started things get fairly excessive fairly quickly until you've got a minimum level of tools. And the first tool you could probably want is a drill. So that's got a variety of uses. It's not just for this one project. There's a great many things you can do with a cordless hammer drill from Makita. For example, you can go through concrete and put in battens on the wall, on the concrete brick wall, and then sheet that wall. So instead of having this finish that you're looking at here, as attractive as some might find that, others prefer more, a better finished and more tactile surface. So that's where we're at. I think what I'll do actually is I'll keep filming because I'm on a roll, and I'll cut that video out of the start of this one, so I'll copy this video and then I'll cut the first 30 seconds of please go to Big W, alright? And I'll keep going, and I'll introduce that as a separate topic later. I know it's sort of all over the place until it gets edited, and that's why I'm training people on how to edit video, because I don't want to edit video. I just need to focus on the content and creating. You must be curious by now, surely, what the hell is this thing in the background? Alright, so this thing in the background here, I'll get back to tool sets and toolkits later. This is a practice net that can be used for a variety of different sports, including, but not limited to, volleyball, badminton, soccer, cricket, tennis, basketball. So basketball, this is a backup net for basketball hoop. Now, if you miss your shot, the idea is it goes into that net. Now that net is actually 4 nets possibly stitched together. And there's, as we walk through the components of it, you can see A is the net, you see it labelled there, and then the height and the width I don't quite know, that varies. What's not depicted here as an afterthought would be a pole that goes from, see where it says D there? On the bottom of that net, if you had a post that runs the full length of the net, post like made out of something light, like a light plastic PVC pipe maybe, that acts as an axle, and you roll the net over that, along the length of that pipe. So you roll up the net that way, okay, and then your ladders, and again not depicted here, have got some sort of wheels on them, and they hold the post with the net rolled up on it, and then you move the ladders in close, you fold the ladders down and move them close together, and then you can push that net out back into the garage, into storage or what have you. So that makes it very portable indeed, ideal for caravan parks and travelling to remote places where they probably don't have a basketball court. So this set up at a caravan park, instant mates, instant best friends forever, and then we'll leave one with them. You know, maybe we'll sell this as a solution to caravan parks. They can fold it up when no one's staying at the caravan park, and then when the kids come for Easter, bang, they've got basketball. Anyway, those nets at the background, getting back to it, so the transportation and roll-up system, while I'm on the roll-up thing, I think if you had that drill hooked up to a remote control and a winch, then you could drive underneath this net, so the entrance to your car park, you could roll this down and it'd go the length of the garage car park, right, off Nollinger Strasse, where you turn left and go into the garage section. Well, you could put this up, and then when a car came to park in the garage, hit the remote and boop, and it goes up like a roller door. The car goes in, parks in there, and you drop the thing back down and you carry on playing soccer or cricket or basketball. So, and the ball doesn't roll out onto the street, and so no little ones can play in complete safety, really. In that whole area, kick the ball. I thought it'd be brilliant, but anyway, that's just me. Now we'll start again with the net is A, B. What? The shackles? Oh, okay, yeah, shackles. Now, these shackles can actually be a pulley on a right, D shackle attached to. So that is probably not the right size. I've got one on a swivel. This rope's a bit too thin. You'd want paracoy. That's parachute cord, or paracoy is the name of the rope. I know it's a funny name, but remember it and ask for parachute cord or paracoy. That's not it, and that's 3 mils too thin. That's 9 mils too fat. 9 mil, and the straps here are perfect to tension it, to make it tight. And you've got this arrangement here as well. So this is a turnbuckle, right? Turnbuckle, like a buckle on your belt. Okay, and then you can turn it, and if you put that in a drill, then with a remote, then alles ist automatisch. Stimmt? No? Yeah, that's right. So this is a school project as well, right? So remember, education here, and education is expensive and should be fun. So this was fun for me. If it's not fun for you, forget about it. Just pretend that you're in school and school isn't fun, all right? So whatever. You got your anchor bolts here, which would be these component, I think Mark D, but let's get to C as the rope. We've covered that, and the shackles, we've covered that. Okay, these tensioners, the turnbuckle, and their pulleys. I've got one of those on a swivel. Oh, I'll have to show that to you. Hang on. So that's the swivel. There. Okay. Right, and you can put, you can, like that. Anyway. So, tension strap D, that's those bad boys. Tension strap, turnbuckle, anchor bolt eyelet. Okay, so these anchor bolts, right? I like this sort of thing. Okay. All right. So you get the drill out. That. Now, that there, you can make that. Okay, that's this thing here, right? Was ist das? That could be the Grund, concrete. The Grund, you can make that yourself, or no. But you have to anchor like this. Then comes this. Okay. And then this is the ladder. 4.7 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.2, 1.1, okay, 1.1, 2.2, 3.2, 4.3. So 1.1 to here, then 0, 1.1, 2.1, 3.1 meters, hock. And then comes this, okay, and in the ground, are you getting it? Bueller, or this could be a weight also. Das ist schwer, sheer, heavy, schwere, I think. Ich vergessen, Entschuldigung, aber das ist schwere. Das is the rope, okay, through the pulley. Here is this. I don't know. It kind of anong, and then here, and then this here. Yeah. Ladder 1, 2. Hook. There's the net in the middle. 1 net, 2, 3, 4. Or this way, this Weg. You know, you can have it long. Lange, hock und Kürze und dick, short and fat, na? So, das kann spielen, the basketball, you know, about 2, and it goes badunk through the hoop, you know, and you miss, you schließen und miss, na? Das ist perfect. I'm going to make one myself. Okay, so that is the overview for the the components anyway. It's a component overview for the basketball backup net project under the auspices of science, technology, engineering and maths. Now, what's the I get the sport part, so the idea is you get outside, but before you get outside, you've had to read up on tension, torque, so how much torque, power, you know, craft, energy, force does it take, force, tension and force. So that'll do for now and on that front, but we'll lead into a doco that I saw on the building of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and just rip off their ideas when it comes to the factoring in some content about physics or engineering. In fact, to take it a step further, what I'd like to do is to grab the official German curriculum, and I think this is where the next part will go, is how does what I've put on the board there relate, if at all, or how can I make a segue around all of that. that dovetails into the official year 10 or year 11, year 9, 10 and 11 physics and engineering subjects in Australia, and probably first in Australia. And then have a look at what they're doing in Germany by contrast. There's your series on, there's an episode anyway, probably a few episodes, probably a few too many, some may say. Alright, I'm going to let it go at that, but I've finally got a presentable version of this, at least internally. What happens now is it goes to the video editing team, under the control, watchful gaze as always, of the administration and control team, and they'll check it for compliance, and they'll start to recruit for the project once the board have met and approved it. The funding gets released for the initial pre-project processes and these pre-incorporated research and, well, assuming the project becomes a corporation, pre-incorporation research and development expenses. Right, so post-production is very expensive. I've got a license, a student license that I need to renew. I have now a laptop that took years to procure. I kept the other one going as best I could, so I'm saying that I'd like some information and advice on how do I make my effort here tax deductible for someone. Oh yeah, you know, we do get through a bit of shit in here.